take a look at the signature events so far in 2024, and we are halfway home. Already have 4 champions. Chris Kirk at the Century kicked things off. Wyndham Clark had that third round 60, got the job done. A couple other champs. We still have 4 more to go. RBC Heritage, Wells Fargo, the Memorial, and the Travelers. Scotty Scheffler, of course, taking those other signature events. And the next 10, entering the Valero Texas Open, Matthieu Pavon, the leader, Ludwig Oberg, number 2, Steven Jaeger, that huge jump, is now currently 3. And these are the standings, Eamon. This season, the next 10 trying to play their way into the signature events, and that is different than the Swing 5, which just takes a stretch of a few events and tries to identify who are the hottest players over that span. The next 10 has priority over the Swing 5, but we see number 5 is Billy Horschel. And Horschel just talking about the new look PGA Tour schedule and how he hasn't competed in a single signature event this season.
And I know with that Aon Swing 5 avenue, you're at number 5 coming into the week. You want to stay in number 5 or better so that you can make that 12th consecutive start at Hilton Head for their signature event. How much has that been on your mind? Has it been on your mind at all? And how nice would that be? And how nice of an avenue is that Aon Swing 5?
Yeah, I mean, last year was tough not to play well for a multitude of reasons. And this year, and one of those reasons is there's events that I'm not in that I'm accustomed to being into. Not being at Bay Hill this year was tough. I played that event every year since 2013. I'm not in Hilton Head right now. I'm not in Memorial. I haven't played Genesis a lot, but I started playing that again. So, there's a lot of events that I'm not in this year due to the play of last year, and so I know I've had to play well this year. I haven't played bad. I just haven't played well enough, and to play well the last couple of weeks to finally get myself in a position to be able to qualify for one of the signature events is huge. We know what those events are. We can talk about the money, we can talk about the points, but for me, it's more or less the world ranking points. Getting to play against the best players in the world and comparing myself against the best players in the world is where I want to be. Get myself back up in the world ranking, get myself back into the majors. So hopefully I can have another good week here, secure my spot into RBC Hilton Head. I love that event. It's such a great event. I've had success there as well, and so we'll see what happens.
Eamon, there's a big difference between the haves and the have-nots on the PGA Tour now, especially with the heightened importance with these signature events.
There really is, and we tend to talk in the the week before major championships about the possibility of a win getting you into the field next week. A lot of these guys, like Billy Horschel, are forced to take a longer-term view of things. There are 14 events down in the PGA Tour season so far, 22 to go before we hit the playoffs. So they're almost halfway through. So for guys like Billy Horschel, that top 70 on the FedEx Cup points is starting to loom really large. Because if you're outside that top 70, you are on the back foot for next season. You are going to have a diminished status out there. And who knows what changes will come on the tour if the tour does shrink over time. But it's never going to get bigger than that 70 again in terms of guys having full status out there. So the ability to play your way in through the Aon 5 into these signature events is pretty significant. And there are only 4 of those events left. The RBC Championship that comes right after the Masters, there's Wells Fargo, the Memorial, and the Travelers. Then you're kind of moving beyond that. Obviously, there's the major championship season coming up. Beyond that, the last 3 playoff events are the last 3 signatures. And those all come with a premium in terms of FedEx Cup points. And Billy talked about the world ranking having importance for him. Obviously, the money list has importance, but the currency on the PGA Tour now is FedEx Cup points. That's what gets these guys status into these events, or that's what keeps them out. And if you can play your way into these events, then you are really have a leg up over the rest of the competition just because of the premium of points available if you play well when you get there.
And the premium currency is just being even in the field for these signature events, and it really minimizes your downside as far as how far you can tumble because you're getting such an elevated amount of FedEx Cup points that you're eligible to play for those weeks. So if you're even in half of them or if you have the full slate of 8, it is such a leg up over someone who's on that next 10 or call it the the Aon Swing 5 just trying to play their way in to even crack the field for one of them.
And once you're in there and if you do manage a couple of solid performances, that can be enough to make the difference for your season. It's not as though these guys actually have to win. You've got to be in the competition to actually start collecting those points. That can make the decisive blow as to where you're playing next season and what event you're actually making your way into.
And when you look at guys 80 to 140 on the PGA Tour, overwhelming majority make up their entire season, call it 80 to 85% of their points, in 3 to 4 weeks. They have 3 to 4 really good weeks, and that solidifies their job. And if you're able to do that in a signature event, then, you're in such a great spot to set yourself up, not just for the rest of the season, but for job security, like you said, going forward.